this is Gina from Haunted Flower, and last night I saw The Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter was directed by Andy Tennant, the same director as Hitch and Sweet Home Alabama. As a divorced man's fantasy, apparently, this is a movie about a bounty hunter, not Boba Fett, just some lame ex-cop who goes after people who jump bail, played by Gerard Butler, going after his ex-wife Nicole, played by Jennifer Aniston, because she got a ticket. This really sums up the entire movie, plus the cliche of finding love for each other again. The movie opens with a quick scene that is a sum up of the entire plot, complete with arrows identifying the players, as if the audience never saw a trailer or a single poster on their way in and needed it to be explained to them. I really get kind of annoyed when movie makers treat their audience as if they're a bunch of idiots. Before I jump into this, I just want to say for the record that most people in the audience at this screening claimed to be having a really good time and thought that the movie was cute and funny. I think that personally, I've just seen so many movies now that I have to go in with a little bit of a higher expectation of what is entertaining. So the average moviegoer might really like this film, and they'll recommend it to their friends. Well, I'm just gonna try and save my frequent moviegoer friends a little bit of money out of respect to their wallets. I'm just expecting something a little bit more because I am a bit of a critic. This is a rental at best, in my opinion. It was actually about 30 to 40 minutes into the movie before I had a moment that actually made me laugh. I only got about 5 or 6 laughs in the whole movie, and I don't consider that a success. And I'm usually a really big laugher. Something has to be funny first. Gerard Butler plays what is described as a down-on-his-luck guy, but it's really more like a dumb gambling addict guy, as Milo Boyd, and finds the idea of pursuing his ex-wife Nicole to be just like a dream come true. Once he captures her, it's really more of a road trip movie with each of them trying to one-up each other. The bad people are after Nicole because she is an investigative reporter trying to track down the truth behind a mysterious suicide. Nicole is an investigative reporter that, due to movie magic, never has to check in with a boss, she never has to respond to a deadline, and she can be missing for days without concern at the office. In fact, her biggest work problem seems to be an oblivious coworker who stalks her affectionately. Loan sharks seem to be after Milo because he has a large gambling debt to settle, and they don't even know what he looks like, so they are big dumb tools that even Milo's pea-brain can outsmart. This movie is proof once again that Gerard Butler is not cut out for romantic comedies whatsoever. Probably the best part of his performance was shirtless? Yeah, it was shirtless. He hired a vocal coach for this film to work on his accent, but it's still way off. I mean, this couple is living in New Jersey, and she has no accent at all, but I'm hearing something that sounds like Boston coming out of him when he says car. It's all over the place with no signs of improvement. Also, Gerard Butler can't get the sentimentality down in the quiet moments. He spends most of the movie proving his ex's accusations of him to be true. He's incredibly immature. He prances around with the bounty hunter request and plays this fun cat and mouse game with her, mostly to have fun watching her try to run in heels before finally swinging her over his shoulder and stuffing her in the trunk. With tons of people watching, none of whom try to stop him. These two people hate each other, and I can't really stand them either for the first half hour. Nicole comes off with a lot of confidence and a chip on her shoulder, but can't spare a measly 5 minutes to make a court appearance that can stop her from being thrown in jail. Jennifer Aniston has a gift for romantic comedy, and she has excellent timing and facial expressions, and manages to still look pretty hot in one outfit over the course of the film. I was kind of impressed by her ability to run in heels, as I can barely walk in them. She can carry her weight in a movie like this, even with badly written scenes, without a problem, if she has a good sparring partner. The difficulty is trying to have these scenes with Gerard Butler, who is really good at mouthing off and being sarcastic, but any actually happy or romantic moments or any other emotion it just doesn't come easily to him. He's great at macho men movies like 300, but this just doesn't work. There's actually a patio scene where they both get honest with each other about their problems in their marriage, and Jen makes it look easy. She's almost in tears, but the whole scene feels like so much work because of how hard Butler is trying and still not getting there to a point where it's believable. This just is not his strength. I think he needs to steer clear of these types of movies in the future. A few other quirky characters. Aniston's mother is played by Christine Baranski, who is a very funny actress usually, but here as a performer in Atlantic City, she just came off as pervy and sad and looked more like a drag queen. Another really funny actress, Carol Kane, makes an appearance as the owner of a bed and breakfast, and she also provokes sadness instead of humor with this performance. This is just another premise movie where the premise sounded funny, but once an entire story is built around it and the movie's made, it just doesn't play out well. It was smart to cast Aniston, but even with a different actor than Butler, the story was just not going to work. It was weak at best, and the two characters can never really get past themselves. The most annoying aspect is that we never even figure out what ultimately made them divorce. So the reconciliation feels really false and forced. It's just my opinion, but why would you watch this if you didn't care? I think a lot of people probably will like it, but I was not one of them.
Check out our other movie reviews at hauntedflower.com, your place for fantastic apparel, action figures, and collectibles. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, fan our Facebook page, or add us as a friend on MySpace or Rotten Tomatoes. If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on how you can win free screening passes.
Do anything you see, I feel sad.